Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to yet another pick a card reading. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out what next blessing is coming into your life, what the next big blessing of your life is going to be. So as always, I have three groups prepared for you guys to choose from. You can take as much time as you need, make your decision, pause this video if you'd like to intuitively just, you know, connect with these three groups right here. In order to make your decision, you can choose more than one piles if you would like to. So let me introduce you to today's options. We have group number one with this picture right here. It looks like a cozy bath with candles and like a bubble bath, basically. So that's group number one's option. Group number two has this picture. It's just a very calming energy in this picture. It's just an incense stick that's burning what on what seems like a evil eye mat, and the light that's falling on the smoke is creating these gorgeous like color patterns. I hope that you can see that, these like iridescent patterns. So that's group number two's option. And group number three, your option is a bouquet of red roses as well as a gift from Dior. Don't know if the camera is picking up on that, but yeah, the box says Dior. So yeah, this is group number three's option. Now you can take as much time as you would like to, like I said, to pick either one or multiple of these options. And I will see you all in your reading. I really hope that you enjoy this reading and that you are able to resonate with it and you claim it in the comments below. This is just a reading with the intention of, making you feel a little bit more open to receiving these blessings from the universe. Because a lot of times, I think God or a higher power or even the universe, they really want to bless us, but we sometimes self sabotage or we don't feel like we're ready for it yet. So we sometimes block our own blessings. So in today's reading, I'm really hoping that whatever messages you get today are going to be messages that if they resonate with you, I truly hope that you're able to open your heart to receiving these blessings into your life. So yeah, claim your reading, claim your blessings in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in your reading. Hi, group number one. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this picture right here of this cozy bath situation. So let's find out what blessings are coming into your life. I'm not really sure as to where to keep this card. Okay, let's keep it right there. So you can still see it. It's still part of your reading, and it also gives me enough space to lay out your cards. Now, something from this picture that you chose itself, something that I'm picking up from it is that a blessing that's coming into your life is peace, is tranquility, is more time to yourself, is more time for you to enjoy life. They say, time is a luxury. Just having time to be able to live your life, to slow down, to enjoy your resources, it is a luxury. And yeah, I feel like that is a blessing that's coming into your life, or that is something that you're currently at least maybe manifesting in your life. So maybe you're manifesting a slow life, or you're manifesting more time to enjoy your life, or you're manifesting being able to just be cozy, right? Because it is winter while I am filming this reading. So yeah, maybe you're um, some alone time, some downtime, some cozy vibes, like a nice relaxing bath, just time with yourself, is something that I can see you maybe even manifesting. So let's find out what blessings are coming into your life. So, first up here, we have joy. I think I'm going to get all of your cards and then we'll begin with your reading, right? So, we have joy, we have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. We have abundance. Ooh, okay. We have magic. All right. We have growth. Ooh, okay, lovely. And we also have your tarot cards. Should I get them now or later? Maybe later. Okay, that's what I normally do. So let's just stick to our comfort zone sometimes. Okay, so what I can see immediately for you guys with a lot of green right here, I can see you really feeling a lot of peace and calmness and tranquility in your heart. Okay, like you will genuinely be feeling very joyous, very happy, very safe, and very healed within your own heart. Okay, so this could be that you are healing, your heart. Maybe you're getting over a breakup, or you are changing a mindset about something. Maybe you are getting out of victim mentality. Maybe you are leaving behind a situation, or some sort of mindset, or just your past that was a bit traumatic, that made you a victim, right, where you were a victim. So I feel you leaving that behind. I feel you entering a happy era in your life, okay, where you're joyous, where you're happy, where you feel healed, where you feel calm, where you feel at peace with yourself. Okay, you're happy, you're content with where you are in life right now. Okay, that is what I see coming into your life. That's your next big blessing, and that could be happening because there's a lot of growth happening in your life. And this could be, like I said, personal growth, spiritual growth, maybe even financial growth, considering we have abundance right here. But something that I personally really believe in is that abundance looks like different things to different people. To some people, it looks like having a lot of money makes them abundant. To some people, abundance is just the ability to be able to live a comfortable life while you have loved ones around you. People that genuinely love and care about you, people that genuinely support you and genuinely want to see you happy, right? Sometimes abundance to some people it looks like a healthy body, a healthy mind, being able to do whatever you want to do, freedom. So yeah, it depends on what abundance looks like to you and what abundance means to you. But I do feel like in this next era of your life, in this next chapter of your life, this new blessing that's coming into your life, it's bringing in a lot of growth, a lot of happiness and joy into your life, because you are feeling very abundant. And this abundance could be coming into your life as if by magic. Okay, so this could be, maybe you read a book and it made you feel like, oh my god, I want to change my life. I want to shift my circumstances. I want to take control of my own life. Or it almost feels like it's like an overnight switch that has turned off in your brain, in your heart, in your mind. And all of a sudden you feel more happy, you feel more abundant, you feel like you're growing, you're happy about that growth. Okay, so like, even if that growth is not happening in the same way that you wanted it to, like, say for example, you have a YouTube channel. The day you start your YouTube channel is probably not the day you're going to get your 1000 subscribers, or your 100,000 subscribers, your silver YouTube play button. But the first day that you start posting, maybe you're going to get 5 new subscribers, maybe you're going to get 100 new subscribers, even if your first video itself goes pretty viral, maybe, right? So even if you haven't reached your goal completely, you have come a long way, and you are going to acknowledge that growth in this next blessing in your life. It's going to feel like, maybe even if you haven't reached exactly where you wanted to reach, you have seen that you have started from somewhere and you have made a progress, and that itself is going to feel like growth, and it is going to feel very magical to you. In this time also, I mean, if like I said, abundance looks like different things to different people. So, like, if you feel like you have extra time on your hands, or if you feel like you have extra income coming into your life, advice here is that it is a time to give rather than take, in the sense that, if you do come into some money, if you get maybe some money left over at the end of your expenses, just consider maybe doing some sort of charity work, or giving it to someone who's less fortunate. Even if you help one person, you don't have to donate a huge amount, you don't have to change many people's lives. I mean, if you're able to do that, that's amazing and that's really good. But if you can do that even with one person, or if you can even do that in a small sense, that's going to make a huge difference. Okay, so if you have extra time and you have time to kill, maybe you don't have a lot of money to give to charity, but at least maybe you can spend time volunteering at a hospital, at a pet shelter, or something of that sort, right? And this doesn't even have to be charity. This can just mean you being generous with what you have. Okay, so if you have time, spending maybe more time with your family. If you have money, maybe being able to give them something that they didn't have up until now, right? No matter how big or small it is, whether that is a vacation for your family, or that is just something, like taking them to a nice restaurant and treating them to a really nice hearty meal, where you let them order whatever they want to on the menu, and you just pay for it, and you see the happiness on their face, that there is a full plate in front of them, and they're eating it and they're enjoying it, and they're saying, oh, I really like this, and like, oh, this tastes really good. So just sort of whatever abundance comes your way, whatever extra bit you have of it left, trying to give that to people, giving that to others, right? That is what I can see. That's a blessing that's coming into your life, a blessing of bringing happiness and joy into someone else's life through your own abundance and through your own growth as well. Is what I can see. But I also see this happening for you. I see this growth and this abundance and this magic and this joy in your own life. So, when you share your happiness, it increases. When you share your sorrows, they decrease. So, yeah, that is the idea here. So when you have something, try and share it with other people. Let's get your tarot cards now. So we have the Six of Swords, we have the Four of Pentacles, as well as the Ten of Cups. Okay. Um, sometimes when we get a lot, all of a sudden, we feel kind of scared that if we spend the money, or if we are not mindful about how we use our abundance, it's going to go away. But the thing with abundance is that if you hold on to it, if you hold on to it, you know, it's just going to run away from you faster. It's going to slip away faster from you. Okay. There is this analogy where, if you go to the desert and you try to hold on to the sand in a desert really tightly, the tighter your grip is, the faster it's going to slip out of your hands. Okay. So the advice here for you is that all of this abundance that's coming in, instead of holding on to it, spread it, spend it. Try to make other people happy. Of course, if you'd like to, save it for a rainy day as well. Make sure that you are going to be comfortable. You don't have to spend all of it. but at the same time you don't have to be frugal. Don't hold on to it so tightly that you have no one to celebrate it with. Don't hold on to it so tightly that other people can't be happy for you. Maybe you are my group that is a bit concerned about evil eye, and you believe that if you let other people see happiness and joy in your life, people are going to put an evil eye on you. And that is true. I mean, evil eye absolutely exists, but I think the idea here is to share it with the people who are your ride and die, the people who are genuinely there for you, the ones that love you and support you, the ones that care about you. Try and share your happiness with them. You know, your family, your loved ones, your well wishers can never put an evil eye on you. They can only bless you, they can only be happy for you. Okay. Only someone who is in competition with you or who is jealous of you can put evil eye on you. All right, that is just a personal belief of mine. So that is something that I'm seeing here, that you are moving away from maybe a lack mentality, or maybe, like I said, victim mentality. Maybe like you're leaving that place for good, you're leaving that mindset, you're leaving those circumstances for good. You're reaching a place where you have enough for your stability, for your comfort. You have more than enough for that. So make sure that you still have enough for your own self, but whatever extra bit you have, I see you sharing that with your loved ones, with your family members. Okay. And because of that, I also see it's a circle. How rainbows, I think it was just a couple of days ago where I saw a picture of a double rainbow, and it was like a 360 rainbow. It was like a circular rainbow. So someone saw a rainbow, I think, from a flight, and they took a picture of it, and it's a circle. The rainbow is a circle. So that's what I see. It's like it's the circle of life. It's karma. When you give out to people happily, you get more. Then you give more, then you get more. It's that circle, right? So that is what I see happening. I see this being like a cyclic blessing in your life, because the more you give, the more you get, the more you get, the more you give, and the cycle repeats, right? So yeah, I do see you moving from one cycle into the next, moving from hardship into gentler, softer, calmer, more peaceful and happy times. So that is the reading that I have for you guys, group number one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next reading. Bye, guys. Hi, group two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose this picture right here of this incense stick burning, kind of like the one that it's burning right now, except I don't have this evil eye mat, but I do have an evil eye ring. Ooh, is this also my reading? Anyway, this is the picture that you chose. So let's find out what blessing is coming into your life. Group number two, just immediately from the picture itself, what I'm picking up is that you are embarking on a spiritual journey. Okay, so there could be like spiritual growth happening here, there could be religious growth happening here. A lot of people, myself included, feel a lot closer to God through spirituality than we do through religion. So maybe something of that sort is happening, where there is like a good mix up, it's a good balance of spirituality and religion coming together. Maybe that is happening for some of you. Maybe just cleansing your space with an incense stick, or just spiritually and energetically cleansing your space is something that you have been looking into. Maybe it's something that you have been wanting to do for a while. And my suggestion to you would be, yes, like just last night I spiritually cleaned my room, and I could notice like my mood and my energy levels change up. Because like yesterday, I was watching a Christmas movie and I had a really good cry, but um, I did not feel motivated enough to film a reading today, even though that was my plan. But I cleansed my room last night, and today I woke up feeling a lot more energetic. I woke up feeling lighter, feeling just energetically more recharged, feeling more optimistic as well. And I just felt like the stagnant energy in my room just got rid. Just the act of cleansing my room got rid of that energy. So yeah, maybe that is something that you've been thinking about, or maybe you need encouragement to do that. So yeah, please take it as it resonates. But I do see, you know a new beginning, a fresh start, even, you feeling more confident in your choices, because you feel like it's coming from a place of calmness, and not from a place of anxiety or stress. Okay. So I do feel like this new change in your life, or this new beginning in your life, or this new blessing in your life is bringing in peace and calmness and tranquility into your life. Let's begin with your cards. So we have aspiration as your first cards. Let me just put your tarot cards to the side. Yeah. Next up, we have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Next up, we have body. Okay. Um, then we have balance. And we also have success. Oh, okay. um like I was saying, didn't I mention balance? Yeah, so like a balance between spirituality and religion. But this could honestly be a balance between anything. To be honest with you, maybe, this is a balance between your body and your mind. Okay. Maybe this is a balance between your thoughts and your actions. Maybe this is balance coming into your life, in the sense of like a work life balance. Okay, that is something that I'm seeing here. Um, this is a blessing that is going to start slow. Like, it's not something that's going to come overnight in your life. This is something, I think, it's going to take baby steps. It's going to take some time coming into your life, in the sense that it won't come all of a sudden. It'll come in bits and pieces. You will see progress, maybe on a day to day basis, maybe on a week to week basis, maybe on a month to month basis. Okay, so it's not like something that's going to happen overnight. You wake up tomorrow in the morning and it's ready for you. No, 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 it's a slow and steady wins the race kind of a situation, what I can see here. I do see a lot of success coming into your life. Now, also with it being right next to your body, I'm really picking up on the fact that, if some of you have been feeling unwell, if you have had a disease, or if you have had a disorder, like a mental disorder, if you've had anxiety, stress, depression, if you've had some sort of ailment in your body, some sort of disease, some sort of illness, I can see that healing, slowly but surely healing. Okay, this could be maybe because you have found a good doctor, or maybe, the medication that you're on is working on you, or maybe it's some lifestyle changes that you are making, that you can see are slowly making a big difference in your life. Um, and this could be mental, because a lot of our physical ailments manifest physically because they exist mentally. A lot of stress manifests itself in physical symptoms. In fact, if you go to any doctor these days, I think the first thing they tell you is to make sure that you have your stress under control. So yeah, maybe, working on your stress, working on lowering anxiety, maybe dealing with anxiety, uh, regulating your nervous system is something that is really going to help not just your body but also your mind and your soul, right? So I do see success coming in through that. For some of you, this is a physical goal, so maybe there is going to be a glow up, maybe you are changing your hairstyle, maybe you are changing the way that you look, you're changing your you're having some sort of cosmetic treatment, some sort of surgery. You are maybe going to the gym, trying to change the way you look, maybe you are going shopping, trying to change the way your style is, and I do see that that's going to be successful. Okay, so any changes that you're making in your body are going to be successful. Any operations that you're maybe undergoing, any treatments that you're undergoing, I do see them being successful. I also see an in like there is an aspirational quality to you that this blessing is bringing into your life. Okay, so I feel like people are going to see these changes in your life, or this blessing in your life, and they're going to look up to you, and they're going to really be like, wow, if group number 2 can do it, then we can do it. Or like, wow, look at group number 2 going after this thing that they want. Or look at them being so consistent, look at them trying to change, make changes, whatever they can change, they're making changes, and that is very commendable, right? So I do see a lot of people looking up to you, and looking up to you as an inspiration as well. Okay, like there are many people around you after this blessing comes into your life that will want to be like you. Okay, so they'll say, oh, you are going to be used as an example, is something that I'm picking up on. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm picking up on for now. Let's also get your tarot cards now. So we have the Two of Swords. Okay, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the card of victory, of success, of you coming back from a war that you have won, and people around you are celebrating you and cheering you on, and they're applauding you. So the fact that there is success and victory in your reading, yeah, it's really showing me that this new blessing in your life is bringing a cause for celebration into your life as well. Okay, it's introducing you to people that or it's showing you existing people in your life who will genuinely be happy for you, who will genuinely be um, celebrating you, cheering you on, they'll be happy for you, they'll be clapping for you. Yeah, that is something that I can see here. This new blessing could be coming in because either someone has helped you, someone older, someone wiser has helped you. Maybe this is all possible because of the help of someone. So, this is either, like I said, a doctor, a therapist, um, your higher self, a gym trainer, a sales assistant, a stylist, a hairdresser, right? Yeah, so this is someone older, someone wiser than you, someone who has more experience than you, who's coming and helping you through this process, and they are kind of giving you this blessing as a gift. Okay, for some of you, I also feel like this could be your higher self helping you. Okay, this is your higher self really bringing this blessing into your life, maybe because you read somewhere, or you found out somewhere, or there is this mind block that you have removed, that maybe that you're not lucky, or that there's no point putting in hard work because only people with money have this, or only people who are lucky have this. No, you are going to start believing that you are also very lucky, you are the universe's favorite child, and anything that you desire, it is a desire because maybe your future self already has it, right? So yeah, so this could be a gift from your future self as well. This encouragement to make this change, or this push that you needed to make this change happen, so that you finally see progress and you finally see the success and the victory that you have wanted to see, right? So yeah, I feel like that is the blessing that's coming into your life. Group number two, I think I'm going to end your reading on that note. Claim this reading in the comments below if you would like to, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group three, welcome to your reading. You guys chose this picture with the red roses and a box from Dior. So let's find out what. Blessing is coming into your life. Now, immediately from the picture that you chose itself, something that I can pick up on is that you could be like, a blessing that you're getting in your life is maybe like a physical tangible gift. Okay, so maybe either you or someone who loves you is buying you flowers, is buying you gifts, and this could be something that you have never had in your life before, or this is something that maybe you were saving up for, or maybe something that has been on your wish list for a very long time, or this is just a very thoughtful thing. If someone else is giving you this gift, it's a very thoughtful gift, it's a very special gift. This could also be something that you are indulging in, like I said. So something expensive that you have been saving up for, or you have been wanting for a very long time, and maybe it's come back in stock or something. So like now is when you're buying that gift for yourself. So yeah, like I said, either you are buying yourself these gifts or someone else is bringing these gifts into your life, and this is a very tangible gift, something that you can see, something that you can touch, something that you can use. So yeah, that is something that I'm picking up on from your reading immediately. Let's keep your tarot cards to the side for a while. Let's get your oracle cards first, and let's find out what blessings are coming into your life. So first up here we have sincerity, we have full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. Okay, we have love. Oh, that's cute. We have comfort and we have protection. Okay, I want to put comfort here because it matches the card here, and I want to put protection here because it matches the card here. Okay, my Libra moon brain just loves aesthetics. Okay. Okay, so I mean, immediately something that I'm picking up for you guys is that my mood is a lot lighter, brighter, bubblier. I'm giggling a lot. So I definitely feel like a blessing that's coming into your life right now is some sort of sincere love, whether this is self love, whether this is love from another person. And it's making you feel very comfortable in this love. You're not doubting this love because it's stemming from a very sincere place. Okay, it seems very authentic to you, it seems very genuine to you. This person or you, like I said, if this is self love, please take it how it resonates. um the way that they express their love to you, it seems very genuine. Okay, maybe they are speaking your love language, maybe they are giving you reassurance, maybe they are saying all the right things, doing all the right things, and they're making you feel very loved, they're making you feel very comfortable. And sometimes, as women, if you are a woman watching this, our intuition tells us if someone is just flirting with us for time pass, or if they genuinely are a person that loves us and wants to court us or wants to impress us and shower us with love. And in this case, it feels like it is very sincere. Okay, so this could be like a new romantic relationship that's coming into your life, or this could just be a really good relationship with your own self. Okay, so this could be like genuine, authentic self love, sincere self love. that is making you feel very comfortable, that is making you feel really good about yourself, right? So that is a blessing that's coming into your life. Now with these two cards here, this seems more of like advice that's coming for you, because I feel like this is exactly what you want. You want to feel safe and calm in love. You want genuine people with genuine intentions and sincere intentions to come into your life, bring you gifts, shower you with love, say all the right things, do all the right things, speak your love language, and that is happening. But the advice that's coming through for you guys with this protection and don't let pride get in your way card is, first things first, don't self sabotage this connection, okay? Just because this person is a walking talking green flag, don't go looking for the red flags, because maybe there aren't any red flags here, right? Don't question what you have done to receive this blessing. Don't question how come this is happening for me, how is this happening, how did I get this lucky, like what, maybe this person is lying, no. Enjoy it, embrace it. Your gut, your intuition is going to tell you exactly what you need to know about this relationship. If your gut, if your intuition is telling you that you feel loved and comfortable, then believe it. If your gut is saying, hey, this seems shady, this seems difficult, this seems too good to be true, believe in it, okay? But only if your gut is saying that to you, not if your mind is saying that to you, not if your anxiety is saying that to you. Only listen to what your gut is saying. In your heart of hearts, when your inner child comes home after meeting this person, or has a sort of interaction with this person, how do you feel? If you feel good, that's good. If you feel, I don't know, something's a little bit off, can't really place my finger on it, but something feels off, then that's your intuition guiding you to be cautious, okay? In your case, what I can see because of these cards is that this connection is genuine, it is sincere, it is divinely protected, okay? So don't self sabotage. That is a message for some of you. For the rest of you, the message here is that when this love comes into your life, try to keep this connection as protected as possible. Okay? These gifts that you're getting, don't post everything on social media. Don't tell everybody. Okay? Enjoy it for sure. There is a difference between letting everybody know that your connection is public and having a secretive relationship. There's a difference between these two things, okay? Being private and being secretive, there's a difference, okay? You want to be private with your relationship, you don't want to be secretive, and you don't want to be someone else's secret either, right? So other people can know that you're in love and you're happy, but other people cannot know the details about this, okay? They don't have to know, they don't have to see every single picture of you guys, they don't have to see every single gift that this person gets you, they don't have to see every single date you go on with this person, they don't have to see all of that, okay? Because I do also feel like this person is taking you on a lot of dates, okay? They're bringing you flowers, they're bringing you gifts, they're whining and dining you, right? They're trying to impress you, they're trying to court you, right? This is a healthy relationship, you're doing things that people in relationships do, but you don't have to show everything off on the internet, okay? You don't have to post everything on the internet. That is something for you to be mindful of. Another thing for you to be mindful of is, sometimes, okay, and I'm not saying that you are this kind of person, I am just saying sometimes we get carried away with our emotions, and sometimes we say things in front of other people, and to this other person it seems like you're either showing off, or you are trying to make fun of them, or you are trying to show them that you are superior. So just be mindful of that. Just as an example, you are now going on dates, you are now, experiencing all of these happy moments. Be mindful of not rubbing that in someone's face who has just gone through a breakup, who is just maybe in the process of getting a divorce, right? Try not to to rub it in people's faces. Okay, if someone else is also single, okay, don't rub it in their face and be like, oh, look at me in my happy new relationship. Oh, but so sad, you still don't have anyone. Oh, that's really sad. So like, don't be that person. And I'm not saying that you are that kind of person. I'm just saying sometimes we say things, we get carried away in our emotions, and sometimes we come across as that kind of person. So just be mindful of that. Of course, at the end of the day, you cannot control what other people think about you, but you can control it to some level. Okay, so at least from your end, try and be mindful that you are not showing off this relationship in front of someone who probably doesn't have the same thing or is going through a hard time in their own relationships. Someone who could be hurt by what you say, you know yeah, so just be a little bit mindful about that, is a message that's coming through for you guys. Let's get your tarot cards as well. I mean, the first card itself, we have the Lovers, we have the Page of Cups, as well as the Seven of Cups. I have a feeling that I am going to have to um protect the dignity of these two people right here. Oh, that's just okay, let's just take this card. This Yeah. Really hoping that you aren't able to pick up on their bums, because YouTube doesn't like seeing naked people. Okay. Um okay. So now that we have those guys and their assets hidden, yeah. With the Lovers card being right here, of course, very, very obvious that this is a soulmate connection. This is a divine soulmate. This is a twin flame, even if that is something that you believe in, if that is a journey that you're on. So yes, definitely a partner for life, a lover for life, a very significant partner in your life for sure. And this is someone who is quite charming. This is someone who maybe are younger than you, or just seem very young for their age. Maybe they look younger than their age is, or maybe they, have this childlike quality to them, where they're very bubbly, where they're very, happy go lucky. Like, they don't have the seriousness and the broodiness of, people who have been beaten down by life. So, yeah, this is that kind of a person. This could be a water sign person. Water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So it could be one of these people coming into your life. And you're also entering an era of your life. This blessing that's coming into your life, this new romantic connection that's coming into your life, that is your blessing. And this blessing is bringing along with it other blessings. Okay, so this is bringing along choices in your life. Okay, so this could be possible that there are multiple people interested in you. Maybe you are dating 3 4 people at the same time, and you're talking to people, and you are figuring out which one of them you want to commit to. um, you're going on many dates. Maybe you're meeting many people who are interested in you. You're meeting many people who want to talk to you, want to, be with you. And there's like a competition between all of these people of like, oh, which one is group number 3 going to choose. So yeah, it could be a possibility that you have the choice. The ball is in your court. You have the choice as to which one of these people you're going to choose. I was seeing water signs, but I'm also seeing Gemini. A Gemini person could also be coming into your life. So there could be maybe like, maybe it's your choice of whether you're going to go with this Gemini person or this water sign person. um yeah, so that is something that I'm seeing here. I can also see that, just being in a romantic relationship is bringing in a lot of attention into your life as well. Okay, maybe other people that didn't really pay much attention to you are now just, paying attention to you. They're really watching you closely. um yeah, and maybe these are the people that you need to protect yourself from, like I said. um yeah, these are people who could also be a little bit jealous of you as well. So, whatever you can do in order to protect yourself from evil eye is something that I would recommend doing. I mean, either wearing like an evil eye ring, or um, wearing like a black thread somewhere on your body. That could help, like wearing a black bracelet or wearing like a black anklet or something will help you. Or honestly, whatever makes you feel protected from evil eye, you do that. Okay, a lot of women in my family, they wear kohl in their eyes. They wear kajal, kohl in their eyes, in order to protect themselves from evil eye. Some of them put like a little black dot behind their ear in order to protect themselves from evil eye. So, do these things in order to protect yourself. And also be mindful of like not posting about this relationship too much online. But what I can see, like the blessing that I see coming into your life, is sincere and genuine love that makes you feel very comfortable, that makes you feel very loved, that makes you feel very protected and taken care of. Someone that you have a really good connection with, you have really good conversations with this person, you feel like you can be yourself with this person. You feel like you can talk to them for hours. You feel like you guys really get each other, you're on the same page, or like you have the same mentality, you have the same principles or morals. um yeah, you have the same vibe. This person matches your freak, is what I'm picking up on. So yeah, this is a really good um blessing that's coming into your life. Group number 3. So I think I'm going to end your reading on that note. Claim this reading if you'd like to in the comments below, and hopefully I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.